Hello and welcome to today's stream. It's Silent Mark here with another episode of the Monday Night War series in WWE 2K26. Today is Monday Nitro, following their Turning Point pay-per-view, and we will be opening the show with The Fiend taking on Ricky Saints in singles action, followed by DDP continuing to fight his way through the NWO by taking on Scott Hall. He, of course, was victorious over the Macho Man last time. My guy, Silent Mark, will be in action against Raven, followed by Trish Stratus, the new Women's United States Champion, going one-on-one with Maria. We will then see the now recrowned Men's United States Champion, Shinsuke Nakamura, taking on Grayson Waller, followed by Hollywood Hogan, the defending successful World Heavyweight Champion, taking on Lex Luger one-on-one. And our main event is going to see Hayter and Paige in a number one contenders match for the women's World Championship, I should say. So that is where we are, and we are going to jump straight into it. So here we go. And it will be The Fiend and Ricky Saints up first.
This is the revolution. The sensational Ricky Saints.
It's quite the entrance.
An impressive career for this young man.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
So I've got a little buffering there. Let's see if we can't fix that.
Louisiana, weighing in at 194 pounds, Ricky!
Interesting. All right, let's try that.
Eventer in NXT from day one, multiple titles to
That should fix it.
and Ricky Saints is set to do the same in all of WWE.
Hopefully. What is happening with the buffering here? All right, I think we might have it back. There we go. Had a tiny network issue there, it would appear. All right, here we go. The Fiend. We miss him. It's a shame that he passed away. It would have been nice to have seen what they could have done with him.
But we were wrong. The Fiend is back. Possibly the most terrifying figure the WWE has ever witnessed. Not only does the Fiend appear to have supernatural abilities, he's nearly unstoppable.
Ripped straight from our collective nightmares. We've seen a long list of superstars try to overcome the Fiend and come up short.
It only gets worse once you let him in.
I love the Fiend. One of the most interesting characters they came up with since The Undertaker, but sadly they didn't use him quite as well.
His connection with the WWE Universe has also grown.
After taking out legends like Mick Foley, Kurt Angle, competitors like Seth Rollins.
I forgot he went against Foley.
To the
That's a good point.
mandible claw of the Fiend.
Ricky Saints looking to get things going here.
Ricky Saints, a competitor with a lethal combination of...
Ooh, hard shot.
Oh, they're going right for it, apparently.
And the temperature...
Ricky Saints think he can outpunch the Fiend.
Absorbing even more punishment there.
It is scratching and clawing time if the Fiend wants to stay in this. Clearly now being fueled by a righteous fury and this bloodthirsty...
Nothing pretty about this, just a good old Donnybrook here.
Ah, there we go.
I cannot understate the display of toughness we just witnessed here.
Eating all of those punches and firing right back. It was almost barbaric. Fiend had it scouted.
No, I'm going to be honest. I don't like Ricky Saints' chances against the Fiend, but we'll see.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
What an elbow. Fiend is down for the count.
Ricky, what are you doing?
Kicks out. He still has life.
Good Lord, scarily close to 3.
Drops the leg. Heading to the top now.
So if anyone was here on the last stream, you may recall the issue with people being invisible during cutscenes, and I believe that has been rectified. So we should now be okay. I did test it on an alternate save just to make sure, and it did seem to be working. So hopefully we're all set.
Stop right there and gut. Oh, right to the gut. Over and over.
Irish whip from Saints.
Oh, he flips that.
Countered by the Fiend, though.
Oh, and Fiend gets cut off.
The Fiend.
Big impact on that goal buster.
Nice.
Measuring it now, lining it up.
Gets out of dodge.
Knife edge chop by Saints. And a quick counter from the Fiend gets him back into this thing.
Up and around it. Oh, man.
Ooh.
Fiend going for the pin. This could be over. And a kick out at 2.
2 count only.
Human at this point.
Wait.
Oh, the roll up by Saints. He gonna get the Fiend here? No, he's not.
Fighting spirit, doing whatever you can to power through and stay in this thing.
Fez press, raining down right hands.
Uh-oh.
Bray Wyatt is set.
You know what this usually means.
One of the most bizarre superstars we've ever witnessed walking across the ring, if you want to call it walking. More like a spider.
Again, just a little bit of lag there.
The fear. And,
And Sister Abigail.
Merciless act by the Fiend, looking to absolutely annihilate his victim. Bray Wyatt locks in the claw. This is agonizing.
Night.
Can Saints
And a rope break.
that?
Fiend hits the ropes.
Nothing
And
fancy
a
with
boot to the face of Ricky.
continues to mount. And the Fiend has managed to play both the mental and physical game well here, tearing apart the psyche and the body at this point. Sharp elbow to the gut turns that one around. Picked up and around.
Oh,
Buster.
beautiful gut buster there from the Fiend.
He's going up.
He is going up. Not sure he belongs up there, but there's a senton nonetheless. Saints is down. It was. Saints is all done. Victory for the Fiend. Not a huge shocker there.
Here is your winner, the Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
The Fiend defeats the opposition.
I really hope for his sake Saints takes this loss in stride.
And on we go. Scott Hall looks to stop the rise of DDP.
One of the best brawlers in WWE history.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
DDP, of course, already taken out the Macho Man in singles competition. Now he looks to take out Scott Hall on his way back to Hogan.
280 pounds. Scott Hall.
Most guys in this business could not jump ship to another company and stay at the top of the pecking order. But Scott Hall, he's not most guys. He's the bad guy.
Love him or hate him, it's the truth. DDP is in the building.
And his opponent from the Jersey Shore, weighing in at 248 pounds, Diamond.
With Christian's Titantron for some reason.
DDP, a true legend that
I'll fix that.
been duplicated. And trust me, when you're an original like us, people try their best to copy your flow, dog.
And here we go. Scott Hall and DDP.
Diamond Dallas Page.
Page comes out aggressive.
Page more times than I can count, but I'll give this guy props here. This guy's always
Nice.
in that ring, always on top of things. He's no
Fired up. We know he wants Hogan.
Yeah, DDP is so precise, so explosive in the ring. All it takes is one diamond cutter and bang. That's all she wrote.
Scott Hall's looking to make a statement tonight, man. Looking to prove the bad guy can get it done anytime, any place. We're looking at 6'7" tall of pure attitude and swagger with all the God's-given ability in the world. You gotta love it.
Page looking for a gut wrench. Didn't get it. Full with the counter.
And he knows it.
Oh, man. Laying it in there.
What do you think of good old
Directly on the face.
DDP, JR?
He's tougher than a $2 steak, no doubt about it.
Thanks, JR.
Draped across the top rope. Oh, going for the cover. He might just have it.
Kick out just before two.
Not going down without a fight. He has no idea the danger he's in right now.
Has to find a way out of this.
Snake eyes.
Oh.
Loosen some teeth.
Oh, taking the upper hand.
Hall heads over the top rope. Heading up to the top rope. Drops the elbow on Page.
DDP always brings a lot of energy to the ring. Corey, do you think that's going to play a role in this match?
Of course, Cole. Keeping that energy up is an important part of DDP's game plan. Paige has a motor that will not let up. Oh, this is just too far. Get some control in there.
That was just cutting off all the airflow. Lifting them up. Relative ease.
And Hole with a big discus punch. Drops the elbow on Paige. Hole firmly in control here. Modified camel clutch, but too close to the ropes for the long-legged DDP.
He looks ready to strike.
And Paige slips out, hits a DDT on Hole.
Getting up on wobbly legs, but he'll soon be put back down. DDP.
And Paige with the diamond cutter. What's this now?
I don't think this is going to be a friendly visit.
Come on. Not like this. We don't need this.
Well, where are they?
What's this?
All about.
Oh, it's just purely for distraction purposes.
Hole with some agility.
Oh, big clothesline from Hole.
Making way toward the top rope.
The distraction had to help.
Perched up top.
Drops the knee on Paige.
Down like a lead balloon. Scoop.
And Hole now looking for that fall-away slam.
Slam. Just got thrown around like a sack of cover.
Late in the match.
That's gotta be it.
And he fights it.
And a 2 count only.
Just one final blow away from not kicking out next time.
Oh, he's thinking outsider's edge. Paige is up, but he wiggles out of it.
Nicely done, managing to save themselves there.
Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move.
Paige still in this thing.
Oh, this here is vintage.
And if he can get through Hole, he'll be one step closer to getting back to Hogan.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here.
And Hole set down with the snake eyes.
One step ahead there.
And Hole now looking for the outsider's edge a second time. Looks like he might get it here.
His opponent up.
And he does. That could be it right there.
He's still in this fight.
But Paige hangs on.
Goodness, that is as close as it gets.
Guys, Hall can't believe it. That move has finished off so many of his competitors.
Now Hole sent to the ringside area. Not quite to the floor, though. Now both men going to unload on one another.
Haymaker after haymaker. Here we go.
Who's your pick, Michael?
Neither competitor is backing down.
Going to be Hole or Paige?
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this. Got to look out for that right hook. Oh, look at this. Out to the apron. Oh, my
A
goodness.
Hole on the outside. Oh,
Right onto the apron. Many a match has turned on that kind of contact with the apron. This could be a key moment in this contest.
seriously.
And we knew that these two would give each other a fight, but neither one of these men is backing down here. Not even a little.
And neither one of them is giving up.
A Hole. Oh,
For good measure.
stiff right hand from that headlock.
Stop. Oh, a forearm smash. Attacks from the arsenal of Scott Hall.
Paige could be in trouble.
Most of these exchanges.
As Hole hits a choke slam.
Perfect timing on that maneuver from Hall. I assure you, he has more in his back.
Referee up to 5 on the count. Better be careful.
He's heading back to the ring.
Here we go. Rolling right just.
And an inside cradle.
Got it. No.
And Paige hangs on again.
This match has to be catching up, taking a toll.
And Paige with a counter into a DDT.
He's looking to finally put Hall away.
You're looking for it again. He is. Diamond cutter. That could be it. That's gonna be it right there. And it's over. Paige successful against Scott Hall.
Here is your winner, Diamond
Good job, Paige.
Paige.
Managed to stay focused, kept two eyes on the ball, and now our winner.
Unshakable focus and determination.
Which means I'm up next against Raven. Who has Sheamus's Titantron for some reason. That's something else I need to fix, apparently. And I'll deal with that later.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Newark, New Jersey, weighing in at 235.
Yeah, his
Raven.
There's definitely a
his entrance videos are all messed up.
feeling heading into this one. There's more than just a win on the line tonight.
I'll be fixing that this afternoon.
I'm eager to see what he has in store for us tonight.
How the hell did that happen? And here comes me. He doesn't have an entrance video to speak of.
And his opponent from Edinburgh, Scotland, weighing in at 280 pounds, the chosen one, Simon Mark.
Gentlemen, I think this one's going to turn into a fight in a hurry, and I cannot wait.
I have a feeling that all of the custom ones are going to be screwed up until I fix it.
From the WWE Universe.
It's slightly annoying, but it is what it is. I'll fix it this afternoon. All right. Make sure that I am... Oh, can't pick Raven yet. Okay, now I should be able to. There we go. Rush him.
Oh my!
Ha
Striking first, always a solid strategy.
Yeah, and a shady strategy. Not too familiar with this one. What can you tell me about this guy, Corey?
From what I've seen so
Now
far,
bust him up. That's what you can tell me.
Look out! Bring him to their feet with an elbow drop.
Boom!
Ah, damn your eyes, Raven.
and a stomp to the gut. Kicks to the face. Capped
Ow.
off with a big one. That was a vicious display. You can almost see the disdain in their eyes. Turns things around with a headbutt. What's he putting together?
Why don't I have the HUD? I should have the HUD. Where's my HUD? I tell you. Where is my HUD? There we go. HUD should be on. Shouldn't be off.
Boom!
There. I tell you. This game really has a habit of forgetting what's what.
Oh, spinning.
Oh!
for anything.
All right, taking Raven to the woodshed here, which is good.
Turns that in his. Oh, look at this.
Oh, roll up from Raven.
And he doesn't let the pin last long.
The feet were clearly on the ropes. Referee's blind, of course.
Still plenty to go here.
Ow. All right, let's try and get control of this situation. There we go.
Uh-oh. What a takedown.
Surprised I'm doing so well. Raven's actually much more highly ranked than I am.
Focusing on a body part, picking it apart. The arm's as good of a place to focus as any.
He's got him close.
Fisherman suplex.
That fisherman suplex.
2 count. And he powers out.
And you can tell it's getting harder to kick out of things like that.
All right, Raven.
Cobra clutches locked in. Good slam.
And look at this guy hamming it up.
Stamina's a little low.
Big leg drop. Dodges out of the way.
Oh,
Takeover. I don't think people realize the amount of strength it takes to hurl someone like that. He is looking to do some serious.
what are you up to, Raven? This isn't a Ravens rules match.
Comes down. Very effective.
Ow.
On the DDT.
Come on, ref. You're missing a perfectly valid.
Yeah, the ref was busy trying to replace the
He's still just
turnbuckle pad that you ripped off, you punk.
And that failed to hit the mark.
It failed to hit the silent mark, you might say.
Oh, quick way to respond with a reversal.
Lung blower time.
The old butterfly. Lung blower.
He might have him.
Yeah, no. He doesn't get the 3.
Both competitors digging deep.
Damn it, Raven.
To keep this match going. Trying to get vertical, but he has no
All right.
idea he's in the line.
I put you away, buddy.
Wicked clothesline.
That could be the last dagger to the heart.
Into the cover. What an upset.
And another win for me.
Upset.
You can say that again. Nobody saw
Oh,
victory coming.
Raven's not happy.
And that's going to cost them.
Yeah, there's fines coming.
He's not happy at all. Just decked the referee. All right, next up, it's Trish Stratus.
Gonna say it, Book. So maybe
Gonna be taking on Maria, who will probably have the wrong entrance video as well.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the WCW Women's United States Champion, Trish Stratus.
What a legend.
maybe the greatest diva to ever set foot in a WWE ring.
Cole, not maybe greatest. I think Trish Stratus is the greatest of all time to step inside that ring. She talks about the stratosphere, but I say Trish Stratus takes you to.
Yep, Maria's got the wrong entrance videos too. In fact, she has no entrance videos.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 120.
Yeah, I had some technical hiccups yesterday and had to re-add all my mods back in, and some of the entrance videos are messed up.
Closer to that ring
I'll have to fix it later today.
is electric.
All right, Trish Stratus, the newly crowned Women's United States Champion, taking on Maria.
Trish Stratus out
Seems a
here.
bit mismatched, but it is what it is.
Give you one word to describe Trish
Oh,
Stratus.
a nice little move there from Maria.
Never stopped believing in herself. Never stopped fighting for what she knew she deserved. Here's another word. Impressive, dog. Every time Trish Stratus get in the ring,
A little dodge there from Maria.
with her skill, ability, and no doubt,
And a nice snap suplex.
No question, Stratus at a high
It'll
bar.
be quite an upset for Maria to get a win over Stratus here.
She checks every box imaginable for what a true superstar is. And of course, we're emanating tonight from Atlanta, Georgia.
And Maria went for a springboard nothing and absolutely hit it.
Knife-edge chop.
Stratus now, middle rope. Hits the splash of Maria.
To the arm. Dazed and confused, and things are only about to get worse.
And he evades sudden, swift, and brutal
Oh,
Corey, do you think Trish Stratus needs to mix up her approach tonight? Is it time for new strategies?
No way. I think Trish needs to stick.
but you mean Stratus G?
Namely her athletic ability.
And Trish with the wheelbarrow into a bulldog.
Risks by trying something new. The classics are the classics for a reason, because they work.
kick directly to the back.
Blast off! Oh, body on body. Hit that with everything and following it with the pin.
Oh, that was 2.8 on that one.
That's why you never stop fighting.
What do you think of Trish Stratus, JR?
Oh, kick right to the back.
That Jezebel has no right to be in the ring.
Wow. Everyone else was saying such nice things, but here's JR to ruin it.
The abdomen gets them out of that.
Drop toe hold from Maria.
Thinking
And
about
what's she
a
thinking about here? Looking for a surfboard? No.
stomp to the legs.
Ow. That looks like it would hurt.
Taking things
Stratus
to
is
the
getting the
outside.
hell out of there.
Make sure to heed the officials' count. And Stratus getting a taste of the worst
Oh.
right there.
Oh, wait a minute. Just going.
What's she doing? Yeah.
Rake in the face.
Seems like the referee might have something to say about that.
Just cheap.
Clothesline there from Stratus.
Guys, we could be looking at the start of one of the all-time great sports entertainment rivalries.
Way to put the cart before the horse, Cole. Sure, there's potential here. There always is. Sky high.
Oh,
Punch lands.
that kidney shot there from Maria.
Gets lifted into position. Gotcha.
Oh, a nice gut check from Maria.
And gets tossed back into the mat.
And he's feeling himself now. This crowd got him fired.
Not happy with the crowd, apparently, and the referee just took a shot in the head.
Punch connects.
Uh-oh. Maria, what you doing? Shades of Brandy.
2 inches shorter after that.
Don't think that's how that works, Corey.
Big slam.
Body slam from Maria. Heads to the middle rope.
This could do it.
What's she thinking about?
Lift off.
Oh, hits a nice clothesline on Trish Stratus. Goes for the cover. Smart move.
And still in this.
And a kick out from Stratus.
In the waning moments of this match.
And a standing moonsault.
Struggling for balance, I suspect the...
She looking to put Trish away. Oh, counter by Trish.
She turns it around with the
And hits the Trish kick.
has to be the final nail in the coffin.
Maria's days might be numbered. And it's over. Stratus with the victory over Maria.
match. Going to celebrate the victory. Still on top of the world.
But wait
Oh,
for how
hello.
much longer
It's Sol Ruka.
challenger enters the fray.
I'd love to see this. I would love to see this.
I think the world would too.
I think Saru could put in Trish on notice. She'd like a shot at that gold. She just might get it. All right, next up, it's Shinsuke Nakamura. He's going to be taking on Grayson Waller.
Shinsuke Nakamura, like you've never seen him before.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Kyoto, Japan. Weighing in at 220 pounds. The WCW
I do like Shinsuke Nakamura quite a lot.
Champion.
I wish they did more with him.
Nakamura.
I think he might be getting up there in age, though, so his time might have unfortunately passed.
But somehow, Booker, he's taking it to another level.
Oh, yeah, man. Don't think Shinsuke Nakamura has ever held back in the ring, but those famous strikes have gotten even more lethal. He's out to do real
United States champion, of course, having recaptured it from Mr. Perfect in a ladder match.
That's the goal.
Some would say he never actually lost it to Mr. Perfect in the first place.
What a bizarre ritual this is, Booker. Nakamura used to command the crowd like a rock concert. Now he's just consumed by evil.
Michael, you got to understand.
Hey, you love to see it.
Things haunt this man. Been so close to the mountaintop, but never quite reached it.
And this darkness, you can see it in his eyes. This isn't fun. There's no smiles. This is just about Nakamura bringing pain and suffering to anyone in his way.
Right now, it's Grayson Waller in his way. I think I'm going to go with Nakamura on this one.
Except shut up about it.
And his opponent from Sydney, Australia, weighing in at 204 pounds, Grayson Waller.
Just watching Grayson walk out here has got to be getting under his opponent's skin.
That is the beauty of his game, Cole. Grayson Waller is able to get the upper hand before the bell even rings.
Well, not so sure about that, but let's see how he does.
Grayson Waller can back up all his self-generated hype. Time to get things started with Grayson Waller set for competition.
Nakamura starting out with the strikes he's so famous for. His little basement dropkick there.
Yeah, I mean, as long as all the cameras and spotlights are on him, as far as he's concerned, this whole show should be called the Grayson Waller effect.
But we all know Shinsuke Nakamura is always ready for a fight. Anytime, any place. The king of strong style isn't backing down in this one.
That'll move you back.
Nakamura overpowered there.
Into a painful wrist lock there.
Waller wrenching on the arm.
Switching things up.
Getting out and now locking in the side headlock. Escapes and establishes a waist.
Who's your pick for this one, viewers? I'm going with Nakamura. Who wants to pick the Aussie icon?
And an early kick out.
Still early in this match, not quite gonna end it.
Driving the knee into the head.
Devastating flourish from
Certainly did.
Waller's proving hard to deal with.
Oh, what a quick
It's
answer.
a counter by Nakamura. Went for a clothesline, but didn't get it.
Shinsuke isn't allowing that burst of attacks to put an end to him.
Corey, is there anything you're seeing that could potentially spell disaster for Nakamura here tonight?
Taking off. Body splash.
Oh. Nakamura could be in trouble.
Just driving the point of the elbow down.
Taking things back into the ring.
Oh, my
Waller with a little
impactful
STO.
Just disrespecting their fallen opponent. And an elbow drop to follow.
Shinsuke Nakamura needs to figure out a solution.
And this is what happens when Nakamura gets cocky. The scripts have been
Irish whip from Waller.
and he's completely vulnerable.
Leapfrog hits with the elbow.
Oh, this is just too far. Get some control in there.
Stooping low there, but who are we to judge?
Shinsuke Nakamura with a
Counter
nice...
from Nakamura now. Looking to get back into this match, but struggling so far. But here's a nice little counter into an inverted DDT.
Looking to render that arm useless, stretching that shoulder.
You have to protect your shoulders from hits like that. You don't want to compromise your ability to throw a punch or lock in a hold.
Nakamura heads for the top rope. What's he thinking up there?
Here we go.
Crossbody from...
Crossbody. Nicely done by him.
Quick maneuvering, managing to avoid.
Oh, Waller sent crashing into the corner there.
Kick to the midsection. Oh,
And
what
a big boot to Nakamura. Goes for the cover on the champion.
And he breaks the count quick.
One count is all he can get, though.
Didn't even get a 2 count there.
Framing him up. He's got a picture-perfect opportunity here.
Oh, what a...
And Waller over top.
into the pin. This could be it.
Two. He kicks out.
And Nakamura is holding on.
Take to end this because clearly that was not.
Nakamura now seemingly getting very upset.
Forearm to the kidneys.
Oh, that adrenaline's pumping now. It makes you feel.
Nakamura, what are you doing, bro?
And for a little bit of time, you actually are.
This could be it. He could win it all here. He breaks the ref's count before...
One count is all he gets on Waller.
Kidding me. How was he able to kick out at this point?
Caught with the knee. His body has to be racked with pain.
You really can't overstate the sheer force that Nakamura can hit you with.
Finds the answer for Nakamura.
Oh, ran right into the referee there.
Yokes up their opponent.
And hits a sidewalk slam. Nicely done from Waller. He could actually win this. I wouldn't have thought it, but it could happen. Waller to the second rope.
Stalking from above.
And hits the axe. No, he doesn't. Nakamura with the counter, followed by a drop kick of his own. And now Nakamura over top.
Nakamura striking with all the power
Beautifully executed.
left in his bones.
Looking for a pin here. Certainly moving him away from the ropes. Wait, what's happening here now?
Look out.
It's the former champion.
Out of here.
Former champion, Mr. Perfect here. Oh, he just hit Nakamura with a chair.
His hands dirty and stick his nose where it doesn't belong.
Nakamura is down. Thanks to Mr. Perfect.
This pin could put Nakamura away for good. And referee cuts off the count in one.
Not
Able to get the shoulder up, though.
found a way to power
Holding on.
that pin attempt.
Good grief, that has to take a toll.
The disrespect can be tasted in their mouth.
Flying.
Waller up top, hits the big splash.
Struggling to get back on his feet. Looking lost.
Mr. Perfect still at ringside. What's he thinking out there? Oh, a nice little counter from Nakamura.
What's the manager doing under the apron?
What is he doing out there? Just put a sledgehammer in the ring. Kinshasa. Referee not in position thanks to that sledgehammer.
Two. Kick out.
And a kick out by Waller. You have to think if the referee weren't distracted, that would have been a pin right there. Could be thinking about doing it again, though. Hits it a second time. That's going to do it for sure.
Two count.
And it's over. Nakamura picks up the win.
Yeah, massive celebration.
Despite the interference of Mr. Perfect. And wait, what's this now? Now it's Scott Steiner.
An assault on the champion.
And Scott Steiner has just knocked down Nakamura. Apparently, he has some ideas on the gold. We've also had Mr. Perfect out here.
To the skull, you simply can never relax when you
Wow, Nakamura laid out completely by Steiner.
has arrived.
Yeah, I would say that's a fair assessment of that situation. All right, well, Scott Steiner putting himself into this. In the meantime, we move on, and we're going to have the World Heavyweight Champion, Hollywood Hogan, making his way to the ring, where he will meet Lex Luger, the total package.
Making his way to the ring, representing the NWO from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 302 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, Hollywood Hogan.
He, of course, retained the championship against CM Punk at the Hell in a Cell match. That video of that match is on my channel if you are interested in seeing it. It was pretty brutal.
Hogan is just too sweet.
At least that's how you see it.
Now firmly in charge over WCW, as long as he holds that title. Seems no one can take it from him. Of course, if Lex Luger can defeat him here tonight, that would certainly put him in contention. He's very pleased with himself after his title defense. Who could blame him, really? And here comes Lex Luger, or as my friends and I used to call him when I was a kid, Lex Lugie.
And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 275 pounds, the
Lex Luger, of course, formerly a member of the World Bodybuilding Federation, also run by Vince McMahon, which was about as successful as a fart in an elevator.
Lex Luger, those muscles, the biceps, the triceps, the legs.
Yeah, Luger has a mind-boggling physique. I'm sure he'd be glad to know you're impressed, Book.
I am, but it's Lex's opponent who gets pressed. You know what I mean, man.
Does he have what it takes to take on Hogan, though? He certainly can take on that shirt. And it would appear the pants. Looks confident. Get swole. Here we go. Hollywood Hogan and Lex Luger one-on-one.
Getting right into this.
And there they go. Not wasting any time here at all.
I don't know how much things have cooled down between these two hotheads.
Yeah, I think that exchange might have been a sign of things to come.
He's able to dodge that one in time. Got out of the way of that one.
Just like that, Hollywood fades.
And he finds a way to elude that attack.
Luger drops Hogan over the top. It's a little bit early for that, Lex.
And only a 1 count.
Taking the 1 count might have been wise here. Escape just in time.
Hollywood Hogan suddenly brought somewhat down to size right there.
Luger coming at him with incredible intensity.
Certainly is. Starting out very strong out of the gate.
To stay on the defensive.
Oh, nasty hit to the gut.
Running knee.
Oh,
Corey, we know that Hollywood Hogan isn't afraid to get his hands dirty. How do you equalize an opponent like him? Someone who will use just about any tactic.
and slippery Hogan gets out of that one.
Hogan is going to do what he's going to do, Cole.
Of course, all that oil on his skin helps.
Over the big man, it wouldn't hurt to try and outpace him. Outpace him and out-wrestle him. Hogan most likely won't be able to keep up, and sure, he'll be desperate, but
Going for the cover.
Luger's foot clearly under the rope, but the referee doesn't care one bit.
Gets it too here.
Oh,
Now,
what's all this now?
I don't think this is going to be a friendly visit.
Wait,
Come on.
that's Sting's music.
This. We don't need this.
Well, where
What's
are
happening? Where is he?
All about.
He's not here. Where is he? Oh, giving Luger the chance to get Hogan up on his shoulders, lock in the torture rack.
Hold locked in. Not a good. Oh,
Hogan able to get out of it, though.
Hollywood able to break free.
No sign of Sting at all. Oh, there's a big boot from Hogan.
kicking out in time?
The 2 counts all he could get on Luger.
It's ended thousands of.
He's heading off the rope. Drops the leg on Luger.
Did Hogan get enough of it?
Cover. There's 2. Hangs on.
And Luger kicks out at 2.9. Good grief. Well, we heard Sting's music, but he did not show up at all. He did provide the distraction for his old friend Lex.
With that attack? Hey, sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures. Who are we to judge?
Using the rope to their advantage. Very effective.
Wrenching that arm.
Force of the arm can
Oh,
For the win.
No, he gets
2 counts all he gets. Hogan is hanging on, much like he's hanging on to that championship.
Lex Luger.
Luger locks in the torture rack a second time. Hogan could be in trouble.
This is a.
And he powers out once again.
Yes, he counters. I can't believe he got out of that.
I have to wonder if Hogan isn't a little rattled by the interruption from Sting.
Oh, and he manages to reverse. What a counter by
Counter from Hogan.
Oh, that'll turn your
A
skin.
knife edge chop.
Picked
Puts
up.
up Luger onto his shoulders. And hangs him over the top rope.
Picked
Goes for the cover.
Kick out.
But a kick out from Luger.
The gas is running out. Hogan pausing to soak up the adulation.
Get
This is with a clothesline.
Oh, he fights Lex.
Counters Luger's waistlock.
The jaw-dropping tenacity we've seen tonight. It's
And Hogan with a power slam.
Somehow these competitors just keep swinging.
He's going for it here. Powerbomb position.
What's the thought here?
Takes Luger to the corner. Drops him face first in a snake eyes type maneuver.
Caving in the abdomen. Oof. Pounding the breadbasket. Pin. Does Luger have enough?
Goes to the cover on Luger once again.
No, stop.
And a kick out.
He must have used his last ounce.
Hogan's not happy about it at all.
Get that shoulder up.
Just disrespecting their fallen opponent. And an elbow
Drops the elbow.
a big
Hits the big boot.
Shut the door. This could be over.
And it is. Hogan picks up the win over Luger.
Finally comes to an end.
You have to think that that interruption from Sting has him rattled, though.
These guys in action.
Nonetheless, he does pick up a win here today. Which means we are going to be heading into our main event.
Here is your winner, Hollywood Hogan!
They really tried to recover from
Hogan taking a moment to celebrate.
It just wasn't enough tonight.
You can make all the excuses you want, but that's not what's going to get you in the record books. All that's going to say is who won and who lost. Remember that.
This is a #1 contenders match for the Women's World Championship.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Norwich, England, Paige!
This is the kind of match the WWE Universe has been dreaming of. And that dream is about to become a
Paige and Jamie Hayter. One of them's going to get a shot at Tony Storm.
This is a
We're going to find out who it's going to be.
and I'm sure she knows everyone is going to have their eyes glued on her.
And her opponent.
Her opponent from the Red Light District, Jamie!
The Red Light District, huh?
Universe already reaching.
Not sure about that, Alicia.
We are just seconds away from a highly anticipated match.
The Red Light District. I don't think she likes her very much.
Such a determined look on her face. She knows this is a must-win match for her.
There's the bell, and these two are looking to settle a score here tonight.
Yeah, they are.
These two even waited for the bell to ring. I thought this was going to boil over backstage.
Uh-oh, she could be setting up for a submission.
Hayter goes straight for a submission on Paige. Paige having none of that.
And figures a way out of the submission.
Series of strikes from Paige there. Irish whip. Hayter into the corner.
With a scoop slam. From above.
From the top.
Oh. Beautiful Michinoku driver from Paige. The ropes and hits a knee to the face of Jamie Hayter.
They are feeding off the WWE fans, now pinning the arm down and
a series of vicious stomps.
Seriously.
Talking cocky, gloating.
Driving Hayter's face into the mat. Paige firmly in control. Oof. And hits the knee on Hayter.
And now she's taking charge in the match.
She is meticulous.
There's a counter from Hayter. And it hits, beautiful Irish curse. And a second. And a third one to Paige.
Consecutive backbreakers. Shoulders down. She might have her.
She kicks out with force.
You can only. Paige gets the shoulder up.
But she's still in this one somehow.
Shoulder right in the midsection.
For good measure.
Letting this crowd fire.
Hayter getting fired up by the crowd here.
Back inside the ring. She might want to turn her attention back to the match at hand. Oh, she was ready with the
Counter by Hayter. Into a hammerlock and Haterade.
And we can wrap this one up now. She is finished.
And it is finished. Jamie Hayter picks up the win over Paige to become the #1 contender for Toni Storm's World Women's Championship.
putting the locker room on notice with a win like that.
She came into this match with one thing on her mind, and would you look at that, it came to fruition.
Certainly did. And there it is. That was actually quite a quick show for all intents and purposes. Regardless, we have found that Sting appears to be returning to WCW. Jamie Hayter is now the #1 contender for Toni Storm's championship. And my undefeated streak continues after I defeated Raven, and he decided to slap the referee around for it. Don't know why he's blaming him for. It was all me, baby. All right, that's all we have for today. So until next time, you guys take it easy and stay fresh, cheese bags.
Where the Lord screams star. screen.